This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah. Hello, all. Welcome back. We are working on Ansible, right? Sachin is saying something query. What are the issues, Sachin? You face while configuring the dev UAT and prod servers, we pasted public key to manually one by one. But in case 100, yes, this already we discussed. In case 100,000 servers we have in real-time environment, okay, we don't copy manually, right? So we'll have Ansible Galaxy in real-time projects licensing version, Ansible Galaxy. Sorry, not Ansible Galaxy, Ansible Tower. Ansible Tower will be there. In that, we use some script to copy this public key into all the servers. Okay, Ansible Tower. Okay, if you search in Google, you'll get some information. So Ansible Tower is it's a licensing version. Okay, in that we'll have some script. So using that, we can paste into all the target servers. Whatever public key we generate, that public key we can paste into all the development servers, UAT servers, and so that will be provided by project, not an issue. So when you join into the project, okay, so we'll have everything will be documented, so we can follow that.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the uninstalling the playbook is not working, sir. When I perform git uninstall playbook, it's not working. Like after installing it, when we perform uninstall playbook, and again we check git version, it's showing git version.
Okay. Uninstall is not working, right? You are saying.
Yeah. Yes.
Uninstall is giving some error actually, so it is not working properly. So not an issue. Uninstall, you can search in Galaxy or modules, you will get some script. Uninstallation is having some issue. Okay, so you can search the fix in the modules. So actually absent only the command, absent to uninstall. So if it is not working, okay, so we need to go and search in the troubleshoot here. Uninstall git using Ansible. So let us see. So it will redirect to docs.ansible.com. Okay. Yeah, open this official site. You can open. It will show you some syntax. Oh, these are the different things actually. These are not uninstall things. Let me open my document, which I shared yesterday. Yeah. So installing Git is this script. We know that, right? Uninstall in place of present, we can give absent. Absent or uninstall, either both are same. Okay. So uninstallation sometimes it is not working. So this Ansible release some patches. Okay. So we'll see that. Let me check from my end. It is not working properly. Absent. In test labs, it is not working properly. Okay. So let me check if any fix is there and we'll update you.
Okay.
My side, I'll check it out.
Sir, I'm not.
Go ahead.
I'm not getting how to customize those scripts. The scripts what you've sent are fine, but those what we get from the website are a bit confusing.
Yeah, you need to customize as per the requirement. You need to try different ways. Okay. So Ansible modules, Ansible Galaxy, those are very good sites. We pick the scripts from there. So in real time also we use the same script.
Yeah, sir. No, that's where I'm facing difficulty because without having any coding knowledge and scripting knowledge, so I'm not really getting how to customize those. I couldn't. I tried, but I couldn't run the script yesterday.
Yeah. For example, here we have these are the modules, right? So copy module, for example, you can take file module. File module you can take. Yeah, copy files to remote location or set attributes files, fetch files. Copy files. Let us see this. Yeah. For example, simple one you can try. See here. So this is source place. Source. This is source path. This is destination path. For example, you want to copy one file from source to destination. So for which we need to use syntaxes. First, you need to use syntaxes. 3 hyphens, post, tasks, task name we need to give. After that, you can copy this script. From here, you can copy this. So this is copy module. This is copy module, right? From here, you can copy. This is copy module. So you can copy this source. This is default one, which they gave. But as per your laptop, as per your folder structure, you need to you need to give the source path. And where you want to paste this file, you can give other path. Okay, one path to other path you can give. And also owner name, a root or whatever, group name, mode, okay, permissions you can give. These are the simple scripts, right? Very simple scripts. You can try simple one first. After that, this is an example about using symbolic mode, okay, symbolic mode copy module. So source, destination, owner, and here we have mode, u equal to rw, read write access, g equal to r, group, owner equal to r, read only permissions. So these are the very first basic simple scripts. You can try first this. So after that, you can go to advanced. Yeah, this is different way. So directly don't try advanced level scripts. Okay, each and everything we cannot, we can't do right in the session. We can't check all these things. You need to try your own, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So even though if you open Ansible Galaxy, Ansible Galaxy also, they are giving very good examples. So from here, you can pick the required scripts and you can customize. Yeah, these are the packaging monitoring system, open system. Apache Maven roles actually here. So you can check on GitHub here, click on GitHub, tasks, click on tasks, main YAML, see here. Yeah. Software.yaml, tags, they gave some roles here, different way they put something here. Okay. Maven cleanup. These are the different module actually. So don't confuse here. This is one module. This is one playbook. This is one playbook. This is one playbook. Different modules, different activities. So this is not a single playbook. So different modules available here. So whatever module we require. So this is bit advanced. So curlies, they open double curlies, okay, slashes, underscores. So bit advanced. So here this is a choose platform based task, include task, Java OS platform, okay, with first form. So this is not basically coding part. This is small scripting actually, bit advanced scripting. Okay, so simple scripts you can try. So in real time, normally everything will be documented. For example, in our project, okay. So whatever tasks, daily tasks we are working on, those we already prepared some documentation, and those documents we shared in SharePoint. So team members who are working on the issues or any tasks, they will pick the document, they will refer the document, and they will perform. And also they follow Galaxy, Ansible Galaxy and Ansible modules. Fine. Let us start our servers. So today we are going to discuss about one concept which is vaulting. So with this we are going to complete Ansible. Okay. So tomorrow onwards we'll start working on Docker. So Ansible, you need to try your own remaining scripts, whatever scripts available in the Galaxy and modules, you can try. Ansible vaulting we discussed today. So which is very important. So while working on playbooks, Connect our Ansible server here. Copy public IP. Okay. So node missions we no need to connect. Okay. Vaulting is not for vaulting it is not required. Node servers like development server, UAT server, QA server. So no need to touch that. Ping google.com. Okay. Now, so what is vaulting? So we'll try to understand first, then we'll go with lab. So vaulting will take 20 minutes, 25 minutes maximum. It's a good concept, very important concept. Ansible vault. Right. So basically, what is Ansible vault? So why we need vaulting? Where we use in real time. So this vaults where we use. Okay. So this is important. So basically, Ansible vault is a feature of Ansible that allows you to keep sensitive data such as passwords, keys in encrypted files, encrypted formats. So normally in real time, when we are working on playbooks, okay. So those playbooks we normally save in share paths, share folder, right? So if you leave that playbooks as it is, for example, everyone will have one folder in share path. Everyone will have one folder. In that, we'll save our playbooks. If you leave that playbooks as it is, what will happen? So whenever any other person is trying to access your playbooks, okay, so you can access and you can modify something and you can leave as it is. For example, I'm working on some task, okay, so the task related script is not available with me. So instead of searching in Ansible Galaxy or Ansible module, I can search other playbook, others folder. If I get that, okay, I copy, I modify something inside of that, okay, I do something, right? So by the time what will happen, whenever the person who is saved that files, playbooks, whenever he try to access, he will get some issues, right? So to avoid that, here vaulting will help you to avoid that confusions and to protect the playbooks. We can protect the playbooks, right? We can protect others to read, others to modify. So when we protect using vault, so others cannot modify the playbooks and others cannot access this. For example, my playbooks are there. I want to protect with vault. So others, when they try to access my playbooks, they cannot open my playbook. They cannot read my playbook. So we required this mechanism, right? So we need to save that. Fine. So here in Ansible vaulting, first one is creating vault file. First we create vault file. Second one is convert existing file to vault. convert existing file to vault, and third one is view the vault file. View the vault file. Fourth one is edit the encrypted file. Fifth one is decrypt the vault file. How to decrypt vault file. And sixth one here is change vault password. And seventh one is how to use vault for sensitive data. So these are the steps we are doing now. These are the activities. Creating vault file. While creating file, we can add vault. Okay. Vaulting means it is a encryption method. So when we convert into vault, others cannot read the data. Whatever playbooks are available inside of the vault. Okay. Others cannot read the vault file. And convert existing file to vault. For example, if you have already existing vault file, already existing playbooks, that we can convert into vault. So view the vault file. So as a owner, how can we view the vault file? Others cannot read the vault file, but how can we view as a owner? Edit the encrypted file. How can we edit encrypted file? Decrypt the vault file. Okay, change vault password. How to use vault for sensitive data. Right, first one. So I want to create one file now. So Control Z to stop this, and cd/etc, where we save our playbooks. The ls here, cd Ansible, right? These are the playbooks. Now what I will do, I create one vault file. First option, first point, I create one vault file here. So which is, I create one file with using Ansible vault. The command here is Ansible -vault space create. I'm creating vault file. Create devops.txt. So this is the file. I want to protect this file. I want to create this file. Okay. So using vault, I can create file. So whenever I create file using Ansible vault, it will ask you to add some password. Okay. Enter here. Now it is asking password, new vault password. I'm giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Enter. Confirm password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Enter. Now it is asking some content. So whenever we create new file, first time it will ask you password and it will ask you to add some content. Okay. Insert mode. This is Ansible vault test. Escape, save and quit. So I created one file using Ansible vault. Okay. Now, if anyone want to read this data, so devops.txt, one file created, right? Inside of this, I save some playbooks, for example. If anyone want to read this data, okay, so how they will open this? How they open file? Using cat, right? Cat devops.txt. What it is showing? It is showing in encrypted format, right? So normally they cannot read the data, whatever the data is available inside of the DevOps.txt file. So because we have converted into Vault, so they cannot read this data, right? So for example, we have here different files, HTTPD, YML playbook, right? So cat HTTPD file. See here, it is showing playbook, whatever playbook is available, right? So if you convert this file into Vault, so even we can create new file with Vault, or else existing playbook we can convert into Vault. So existing file, how can we convert? For example, existing file, whatever existing files are available. So that existing file, how can we convert into Vault file? So we'll try to understand. So existing file, if you want to convert, okay. So the command here is same command we can use. I want to convert HTTPD file into Vault, for which command here is Ansible -vault space encrypt space playbook name, okay, HTTPD.yml. Enter. Now it is asking password 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I encrypted successfully, okay, HTTPD file I encrypted successfully. So now if anyone want to read this data, cat HTTPD.yml, it will show you like this. It will not show you anything inside of the file. No one can read this file, right? Now, so as a DevOps engineer, as a owner of the file, okay, if you want to read that file, you are owner of this file, right? If you want to read that file as a owner, clear the screen. You want to read the file. Now the command here is Ansible -vault view and file name HTTPD.yml. So if you want to view this file, enter. Now it is asking your password, Vault password. You need to enter that password. Now it is showing, right? So with password protection, we can read the playbook. Others, they cannot read the playbook. So it will show you in encrypted format. Now you want to add something inside of this, or you want to remove something inside of this playbook. Okay. How can you edit this? Yeah. Now you want to edit this playbook. You want to modify something. For which command here is Ansible okay. Fine. Now I want to edit this playbook. Okay. Command here is okay. So now I want to edit Ansible Why it is not typing some- Yeah, these are the playbooks available. So we created one file, right, which is devops.txt file, right? Now I want to edit password of this file. Okay, so password, whatever password we, no. I want to edit the content. For example, HTTP file is there. We already encrypted this file, right? So I want to edit some content inside of the httpd.yml, right? So for which command here is ansible -vault, ansible-vault edit DevOps or httpd.yml. I want to edit this. So now it is asking password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So inside of this, we have some playbooks. Insert mode, you can remove this. Like this, you can remove. And escape, save and quit. Right? You can edit the playbook using Ansible Vault. Whatever playbook you have, whatever content you have inside of the playbook, you can edit that. Okay. And also, if you want to change the key, whatever password is created for the file, okay, so that password, if you want to change, okay, for example, HTTPD file is there. For that, we give some password. Okay, I want to change that, right? So Ansible vault space rekey, 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 and playbook name HTTPD. Enter. Now it is asking old password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Enter. Now it is asking new password. Okay, new vault password. You can give 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Confirm password 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rekey successful, right? If you want to change the password, you can change using rekey. Now, if you want to decrypt completely, for example, now if you add HTTPD, you try to open like this, it is showing encrypted format, right? Now, if you want to remove the password, if you want to decrypt, now it is in encryption format. So I want to decrypt this. So to decrypt this, what we'll do here, the command here is Ansible -vault decrypt space httpd.yml. Now it is asking password 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now decryption is successful. Decryption is successful. Clear the screen. Now if you want to open this file using cat, okay, cat httpd. Now it is showing playbook, whatever playbook is available inside of the file. So the playbooks will be, it will show the playbook because we have removed the password. There is no password protected, right? There is no encryption. Like this, whatever files you go into convert into vaulting, to protect the playbooks. Okay, so we can convert like this.
In real time, we are continuously using like that. This one.
Yeah, normally in real time we use this to protect our playbooks because everyone will have some folder in SharePath. Everyone will use their own folders. So by the time sometimes other members will use your playbooks. Sometimes if you are not protecting these playbooks, okay, others they can open your playbooks, they can copy or they can edit the same place and they can work on that. They leave as it is. They don't update again. They don't once they update anything, they leave as it is. By the time we'll get some issues. So even in our team also, sometimes team members will get these issues. So by the time this protection is very, very important. So otherwise, whenever you start working on the playbooks, it will not work properly because others will modify so that you will get so many errors issues. Okay, so these are the concepts in Ansible.
So what if you forget the password? How to retrieve?
Forget password retrieval is very difficult. Retrieval is very difficult in Ansible. Retrieval is very difficult because Ansible will not allow anything, any mechanism. So that is very important. So you need to, if you forgot that, you need to prepare your own playbook again, new playbook. Till now we haven't faced these issues, but this will be happened sometimes. Okay. So
Sir, what about the last point, sir? How to use the sensitive data?
yeah, sensitive data means like this is sensitive data, right? So normally
Okay.
not only playbook, any file you can convert into vaulting. Not only playbook, any sensitive data. For example, you saved some passwords in one document, all the passwords. That document, that file you can convert into vaulting. Okay. So sensitive data means you can protect any data. Yeah. So someone asking roles, right? Roles means like modules. Roles means modules. So modules, Ansible modules, I shown you, right? Module, different modules, different roles means different activities, right? Tags means tagging is basically, so whenever create any resource, for that we add tag. Okay, that is practically not required. So tagging, we know what is tag, right? For our understanding, what we will do, for example, yeah, this is tagging. So these are the playbooks, right? So Java installation, this is the name tagging. So what we are going to perform here, we are installing Java 1.7 means, so this is tag, this is for our understanding. If you remove this, nothing will be happen, playbook will run. But if you give this, you can understand the tags, what you are going to perform, what task you are going to perform, you understand this if you give this. So without this also we can run the playbook. You can try, you remove this line and you can try, playbook will run, but will it be confused? Without tags, if you run anything, we will be confused. That is why we are giving this line to get the information. Same here also, same name, download Tomcat. Okay, this is a URL. So without this one also, you can give this playbook module. Okay, extract archive. Okay, you can remove this. If you want to remove, you can remove this like this. Fine. So you can practice this Ansible. So if you face any issues, you can try your own playbooks. So whatever playbooks I provided, those are sample playbooks, right? So you can copy paste into this document and you can customize and you can try your own some playbooks so that you will get some issues. By the time you will understand how the playbook is working. You can search in the Google or Ansible Galaxy or modules. Okay, you can pick that and you can customize. Like for example, if you want to copy file from one place to other place, source path, destination path, permissions, owner, router, EC2 user, whatever you can give and you can try. So by the time while working on that, your own, you will get some knowledge. Okay, so Ansible blogs also there. Ansible blogs. In that, we'll get all the information. Ansible blog, some URL is there. I'll share with you. Ansible.com blog. So in this, we'll get all the information. So whatever blogs, you can search like this. You will get some blogs, important blogs. In that, if you register and if you enter into that, you will get some information. Latest updates, okay? Playbooks, latest due diligence means whatever the latest challenges facing, all posts. If you click all posts, you'll get all posts, different posts. See here, using VMware vCenter tags in Red Hat Ansible Tower. So see here, Ansible Tower, dynamic inventory. Okay, and what new in Ansible content collection for Kubernetes. Open this. See here, this is the playbook. Kubernetes.core.kts state present errors. Okay, create the workers. Worker means nodes. Okay, this is the syntax. And next one is add label to existing namespace in Kubernetes labels. Okay, so if you want to add labels to existing namespace, this is the playbook in Ansible. From Ansible, we can work on Kubernetes also. Ansible, using Ansible playbook, you can apply some changes on Kubernetes also. So information you can get like this, but we don't integrate normally in test lab. So information, whatever information is available, that you can go through. These are the blocks, very important blocks. Monitoring as a code with, and yeah, it is something. And also, yeah, automating ServiceNow with Red Hat Ansible. ServiceNow ticketing tool. So we can automate using Ansible automation platform. So many things are available. So if you go through all these things, you'll get very good knowledge. Okay, like this, we have so many blogs available. So you can register this blog. I copy this URL in the chat. Okay, you can go through this, and also you can search your own. You can search some blogs, different blogs. Okay, in that you will get very good information. Categories, see here, different categories. Provisioning means creation. So EC2 instance creation means EC2 instance provisioning. The same way security compliance, security automation. So Windows mission, you can yeah, apply Ansible scripts in Windows also. Can you open this? You'll get some information here. Yeah, see here, install Visual C. Okay, package, some package. So yeah, this is the path. Download.microsoft.com, download 1.1/x. Okay. So this is the path where we get the packages. Download.microsoft.com. From there we can download. This is the ID, something. Okay. That's showing differently. Remote desktop connection locally. Okay. Like this, you will get all these things. See here, install Git. Windows Chocolatey, one application is there. Using Windows Chocolatey, we can install Git. This is the syntax script. Yeah.
So if you know how to use,
Sorry.
if you know how to use this script properly, so don't we need to learn any scripting or Python, any other language? Can we manage with this entire DevOps?
Using Ansible, can we manage?
If you know YAML scripting properly, can we manage that entire DevOps?
Yeah. So if you are
Don't we
good
need
in,
to learn scripting?
yeah. So if you are good in YAML scripting, okay. So some no. Python is different actually. Python we can't manage. Ansible scripting, YAML, but some relation is there. While working on the scripting, some relations are there. Some scripting you can understand. And one more thing, while working on Terraform, in Terraform we use Visual Studio Code. That will relate to Python. Visual Studio Code we use in Terraform. Visual Studio Code, one tool is there. Okay, that I'll show you. While working on Terraform, this is the interface, Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code. Okay, so in this we'll prepare a script like this. So here you will understand. It will be related to Python. I'll show you while working on this. This is the code. So like this, we prepare some code. So code, not code actually, scripting. We can call it a script. Code means it will be used. Code will be there. Scripting means very less. Scripting is nothing but it's a group of commands only, right? So this we can relate to Python, but YAML script bit different, bit easier also. Okay, while working on this Visual Studio Code, I'll show you comparisons, some comparisons.
So YAML scripting is enough to work as a DevOps engineer.
Yes, yeah. For example, in your environment, if you have Ansible, some companies what they will do, only the Ansible they will have. Normally, for example, Verizon Data Services, my previous company. Okay, so in Verizon only Ansible they use in our project. Okay, in 2013, before I worked with Verizon, currently they integrated Ansible. Only Ansible they have. So the engineers, the team members, they are working on only Ansible. Right? So Python is not required, shell is not required. Okay, this scripting not required. Only they use YAML for everything, for application development, and also so configuration management. They use only Ansible. Right? It depends, depending upon project requirements.
Sir, like I asked you in first class, like Amazon Linux, we are using SSH key base, but out Windows and how can we use
Windows, for Windows, we require Ansible Tower. Okay, so if possible, I'll show you my real console. So at the end of these tools, okay, if possible, I'll show you Ansible Tower.
Okay.
We require Ansible Tower to configure Windows systems. Okay, so here we cannot. Here also we can configure, but some different way, different process is there. So in test labs, it is a bit difficult. So I'll try to show you real console once complete all the tools.
Sure.
Fine. So we stop here for today. So you can practice this Ansible. From tomorrow, we'll start working on Docker. Okay. So after Ansible, we start Docker. So Docker is also very important. Docker is very good tool. So it is a containerization tool. So it will take 5 sessions. After that, we'll work on Kubernetes. Okay. After that, Terraform. Fine. Ansible you can practice. If you have any questions, any confusions. Okay.
Sir, these are the hello.
Yeah.
Sir, these are the two kind of scripting tools also, like Ansible, Docker, Terraform.
Yeah, Docker also will have some simple scripts. Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform also will have scripts. Okay, some commands, some scripts are there. We'll go through that. Very easier, very simple scripts. Okay, simple single line scripts. Very simple one. Okay, simple scripts are there in Docker, Kubernetes also. Even Terraform also. TF script is there. Okay, so very simple. Once you start practicing, it is very easier. Okay, fine.
Okay.
So we stop here. So tomorrow we'll start working on Docker. Okay, Docker is digital sites normally, Flipkart, Amazon shopping site, and also Reliance Digital, they are using Docker. Fine. So we stop here for today. Thank you all.